Hi, and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. This is my hair. We did my hair. We, meaning me and Mr. Mugwump. So, yeah. I have a video all about my hair. You're welcome to go check it out, and I answer all the questions about my hair. But today, let's get ready. It's Sunday. You know what that means. I do what I want. It's Sunday. So, I've got a bunch of I owe you a bunch of palette swatch parties for a bunch of palettes that I bought at Ulta. And we're going to start with one today. We're actually going to do, I'm going to use the little one that I thought was like gross, but it's actually not. So this is the Catrice Future Female palette. It is like super duper thin and wee. Look how wee she is. So Mr. Mugwump looked at this under actual lighting instead of in here. And he said, nope, that's just the way the shadows are. So let's swatch this up. We're going to use this. We'll do an eye look, but we're going to do our whole face together because why not? These are super light, y'all. There's 3 on there. You can see the sheen of the first one. And then we will see how much we can get out of this to do an actual look. This is not, you know, this ain't gonna, I mean, the last 3 are not bad. There's one in the middle there too. You can't see it, but for the sheen, there it is. So we'll try it. We'll try it. We'll do a very light, obviously, eye look using this palette today. This is the Catrice Future Female palette. Super teeny tiny, I mean, itty bitty. This one is called Afraid of Nothing. I mean, super travel friendly if you can get some color off of it. And we'll use a bunch of products that I've gotten over the last, I don't know, little bit. Some things I've used before on camera, some things I haven't. And let's just get ready. Why not? So I do have a pretty giant Ulta haul up from Friday. Let's use the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer that we got in the Target Advent Calendar. I've been using it since then. It's not bad. It's not bad. I have a lovely, yes, it's, you know, seasonal hormonal awareness week. Don't you love it? I've been combating this one here, and I have not messed with it for like a week. And I've been using my little, you know, the little colloid patches and all. I've been doing so well, and then this mammoth thing popped up, and I'm like, I quit. Like, I'm doing the right thing, and this is how I get treated. No respect. All right, so there's the One Heck of a Blot. Let's also use, you know how you have to use 15 primers. Let's use the Jacka Black. This I got in my Ipsy. And BoxyCharm, this maybe. Pick a subscription box. And it must have been Boxy. It's disgusting. Like, I squeeze way too much out, and then I quickly just put the lid on, like that person that, you know, when stuff is falling out of the fridge, all they do is shut the door so it falls on the next person. But I'm the same person. It's just it's gonna be my problem, but it's later. So I think it's okay. I know that you did not come here for therapy, but here we are. Anyway, so this is the Jacka Black Liquid Color Corrector. It's called 2.0. I don't know, but see how it like, it's real pinky peachy. And I have blue circles under my eyes because genetics. So this is, it's made in the UK, and I'm just totally, I like it a lot. It's super thin. It's like watery. It's not, there's no viscosity to it. It's just, sorry. But it was on the Boxy sale, pop-up sale or whatever for like $3. So I ordered, I don't know, 3 or so. Just so that I'd have them, because I really actually like it. I think it does an actual thing for me, which is rare because a lot of times things that claim to be color correctors, they're just not the right tone for me. I'm going to use my Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer that Mr. Mugwump bought me because I would have never bought that for myself, and I'm obsessed with it. It's fabulous. Okay, let's be bougie. Let's use that Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. And we're going to put some on the snaz. Yes. And then some in the pore area. So I have some acne scarring, and some are pretty significant, as in like almost pits. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like they're legit scars. And I have never found anything that actually, it would take spackle, really, because it is a divot in my skin. But this does a pretty good job of filling in like normal pores and making those look halfway decent. Okay, we have primed to the gods. Okay, let us put something on our lips. Hey, let's use this bougie thing. This is that unicorn fruit lip balm that looks like a rainbow. And it's like pepperminty and beautiful. I stalked at her so long because I thought it was the most beautiful thing in the package ever. I mean, it's like rainbow gorgeousness. And it is. I mean, it sucks that you put your finger in it, but here we are. That brand is called Truly, and it's the unicorn fruit lip plumping balm. It does not plump, but it's minty. No color. It's just pretty moisturizing, which I appreciate. Okay, let's figure out a foundation. Okay, let's probably combo, or do we want to try something different? Let's see what we got in my bag of tricks over here, which is my cute little, hey, do y'all want to see this on me? I don't think I've used it yet on my channel. Let's do it. It's a little yellow, but it'll work. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. It has SPF 50. It is number 10 Ivory. See how yellow it is? She yellow. But she thin. So let's do this. And it's got it's a little squeezy tube. I bought this a while ago, but I don't think I've actually used it. So you can tell my face has redness and sunspots and things like that. I'm going to use an e.l.f. powder brush. It was clean because I cleaned my brushes like earlier this month. So I'm just going to put some on there. I've been trying out a brush again. I go in phases like the moon. So I cover that up. So I will use a brush for, like months, and then I'll be like sponge, and then I'll use a sponge for months. So I've been in my sponge months. Please tell me somebody else is like this. That's just cyclical. Like I get used to how it looks, and I'm like, this is so pretty. I would never do anything else other than this. And then I'm like, but what about that? And then I go to that. So just a little bit more. These are the brushes, by the way. This e.l.f. brush is not very expensive. It's from their studio line, and it's older than the hills. This is the first brush that I ever used to put on liquid foundation. And when I did it the first time, this was, several years ago. But when I did it the first time, I was like, this feels so wrong. Like, you shouldn't put liquid onto a brush like this. Like, this is not right. This is a brush for powder. And I did it, and I was like, this is beautiful. It's a marvel. If you have not tried a liquid on this brush specifically, it makes short work, because I got a big old face. It makes short work of it, and it is gorgeous. So look at that. I can still see some of my color, my spots, peeking through. And I don't mean like active breakouts. I mean like my freckles and sunspots and stuff. But I think it does a nice job. I think it does a really nice job. But this brush is everything. If you haven't ever tried this, and you have, you're just getting into makeup and you're not sure, brushes can be very expensive. Like that's a thing. But try that brush. It's very inexpensive, and it's pretty. This is very pretty. I haven't used it since I got it. I used it like 3 or 4 days in a row because it was very pretty, and then I put it down for the next sparkly thing. But this is really nice too. That's a nice color. Slightly yellow, but not too bad. My neck does not match my face. My face is much darker than my neck. My face is redder than my neck, the whole thing. So I go for what I think is pretty, and then I move on from there. Who cares? Okay. Ooh, concealer. Do we have something in our bag of tricks? Let's see, y'all. Okay, let's do this. Let's do some kimchi. So I have found I like mixing the kimchi the most concealer. I have 2 shades. So I have it in Mystery, I have it in light beige, and I have it in ivory. Ivory is like not white, but it's close to white. So I use some of this, and then I will use some of the ivory to oh, see, I got that. Now we got too much. Okay, we'll use a little bit of ivory. And that looks crazy, I know. I'm sorry, but it's a squeezy, brushy thing, right? Like the LA Girl or whatever one that it was all the rage back in the day. Same kind of principle, just from kimchi. Okay, so let's blend this in. There are some folks that don't need to take their concealer all the way up to their lashes, like their bottom lash line. I do, because the discoloration goes all the way up on me. So if you are one of those folks that you only take it, you know, but so far I envy you, my darling, because I got to go all the way up. And so everything creases on me, everything, because I have no choice but to go all the way up. I got a little bit more on this side than this side, so we're going to kind of redistribute and blend. We're gonna blend. That's brightening, ain't it? Yes, it is. Put some in the middle here. In the middle, huh? That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So let me tell you about the wand that is used upon my head when I do these types of curls while I set my under eye. I think I'll use the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass in Evander, the lavender ivory one. So these curls are from a wand, and girl, do not fret. I'm about to tell you about a $200 wand. I am not. I got this wand, and it has 5 different barrels. Some taper, some do not, and they are in varying widths. And I got this wand off of the Zon. Got it off of Amazon. I think I paid 25 bucks for it. Max. And because I'd seen all these girls, you know, do these beautiful curls with this, you know, with wands and stuff that are $200. And I was like, nope, not doing that. But I did want to try a wand that did not have a clamp. Like, I wanted to try that. Sorry, I've got powder all over. We are powdered for the gods. So I was like, I want to try that, but I don't want to spend, you know, $200 on a curling wand. I can't do that. And so I went on Amazon, and this wand, I don't even know what it's called. It's been years I've had this wand. And it is, the little barrels detach, and it works amazingly well. It's so good. And this is my encouraging speech here, which is, you do not have to pay very much. There are plenty of companies that are making the same thing for less money. That's my PSA for today. All right, I set with the MAC Studio Fix in NW18, which is still looking rough from when I repressed it. Do I have a new bronzer? Do I? Oh, let's use my Cheek Leaders Benefit box that I just got from Ulta. Let's use that. Sorry, I'm picking up a stack of palettes because that's what's over there for me to swatch for you. Yeah, let's use this. Let's do a little hula. We'll use a big old powder brush. This is that new Real Techniques that I got in the in that set for a few dollars, that $11.99 or something like that. Came with a sponge and 4 brushes and one of those sponge travel cases that I can't use right now, but I will in the future. This is Hula. If you think Hula is too dark for you, go lighter hand, honey. I know they make Hula light. I have that. It's okay. But regular Hula can work for fair girls. Just light hand, or tap it off. I tap it off onto the washcloth that's in front of me. Tap it off, honey. Put it on, tap it off, and then you're good to go. There's hula. You're like, that's not very much at all. I know, I'll put some more on for you. Hey, we're gonna bronze up today. What are we doing? Nothing. Where are we going? Nowhere. Just doing this for us, honey. Just doing it for us. So I ended up, that same night of my Ulta haul, couldn't stand it and ended up using the Essence Bonjour Montreal. Like, I was like, I gotta swatch this right now and use this. Y'all, this is so pretty. And since then, I went and looked at reviews of the other Essence palettes on Ulta, like the other city destination kind of palette things that they did. And I want a couple of more. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, do I want to use, let's use Dallas. Dallas is just a rosy brown. I think she's pretty. I have always, Dallas is one of my favorite benefit boxed powders because she's beautiful. I love it. All right, we're gonna use Tickle, which is the highlighter. I've never actually used this on my face. This will be the first time. It's like pink with a goldy reflect. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is so pretty, y'all. So it's Thanksgiving week here in the United States. And Mr. Mugwump and I are staying home and having our own Thanksgiving. That's amazing. And I'm so excited about that just because we're, not working and get to relax some and a couple days off and all that. But I'll tell you, my sisters and I are going to do a virtual shopping trip. Like, my older sister and I always would go out on Black Friday. Like, that was what we did. We didn't go on Thanksgiving, but we would go on Black Friday, and we loved that. It was so much fun. We hung out together and shopped until we dropped, and we loved that. If you have traditions like that in your family, I feel you. It's a really tough time to be not doing those things, and I get that. But this year, what we're going to do instead, is we are going to Skype, FaceTime, whatever, all the three of us. I have two sisters. And we will do that while we online shop. So we are going to online shop for our gifts while we hang out. Which, I don't know. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? We also have done a day of baking that way, where we just set up the laptop or the iPad or the phone or whatever in the kitchen, and then in each of our kitchens, and then we bake our holiday stuff. I have lived away from the state that I currently live in, where they live. I've lived out of state in years past, and so that's what we've done. So we may be doing that same thing again this year. It is a challenge. And I can sit here and bemoan it and cry about it and be upset about it, or I can be grateful and thankful that my family is taking this seriously and that we are going to be safe and alive for next year to do this together. So we'll think of an alternative way. So, that's okay. We've done Christmases virtually many times while we were, away from home or whatever. We've done that before in the past, and this is no different. I just live a mile down the road from my sister, and we'll online shop together. The spending time together is what matters, to me. And is it exactly the same? No, but that's a small trade-off, in my opinion, for the safety that we get for doing the right thing and staying our fat tails at home. So my sisters aren't, but I am. Anyway, so brows done. Easy peasy. By the way, let's talk, because ain't nobody telling me this. So Mr. Mugwump bought this Easy Breezy Brow from Ulta, and it says draw and fill. And I was like, oh, great. It's like one of these little, pencils or whatever. Great. Y'all ain't tell me this. Y'all ain't tell me any other end. No. Woo! There it go. I throw it on the floor every time. It has one of those wells, and it's spring loaded. And then this is like a brow color. Look, it's like powder on the inside. I did this one day last week. My eyebrows were dark as all get out. I'll do a little bit tonight. Look at this, a little bit for you. Of course, the lid. Oh Lord, it's way back there. We'll have to get that later. Didn't nobody tell me? Didn't nobody say, hey, Leanne, did you know? No, nobody said nothing to me. Here I am looking like a crazy person. But that's part of that. He didn't know it either. Okay, so let's use this little teeny tiny baby thing. And hardly none of these swatched real good. But this one swatched the darkest. So let's take that on a Complex Culture Precision Eyelid Brush. And let's pick some of that powdery mess up. And let's turn it to where we're doing like a little bit of an outer corner, and then we'll flip it upside down and put it in the crease. Are we getting anything off of it? I think we are. I think we're getting a little bit off of this. Again, this is probably going to be the lightest eye look you've ever seen in your life, because this palette did not swatch like hardly nothing. I wish I could get like just an everyday eye look out of this, because it's so small. Like, traveling would be awesome with something this tiny, that I could get what I needed to. Okay, I put way more on the brush this time. And that actually doesn't look half bad. Look at that. Let's do that one again, but on this side. Maybe you had to break through the first layer. Some shadows are like that in the pan, you know. Use this Real Techniques angled eyeshadow brush. I don't typically use angled eyeshadow brushes like this, but it was in that kit. I thought, well, I could use it as a blending out. Yeah, I don't use angled to apply. Seems to be, it doesn't work really well for me, or my eye shape or whatever. That shows up. This little, see, it looks so light in the pan, but it shows up. It does. It shows up. Okay, let's try that semi-matte taupe. Will that like do anything? It does a little bit. Just thought I could get a little bit of a darker crease. I kind of did. Okay. Okay. Am I recommending this palette? Nope. I'm not. This ain't it. This ain't it. Okay. I got a couple, I'm spoiled for choices for shimmers in this bad boy. Let's do this on the lid, and then we'll put that in the inner part of the lid. This is not impressive, y'all. I wouldn't recommend, even if it is a couple of dollars. I don't think it's doing it for me, yo. Nope. Nope. Don't think so, kids. Okay. Nah. I mean, I got a couple I'm going to show up, but Okay. Is your family going to do something for, you know, the holidays that's virtual or different? What are y'all doing to adapt? I mean, I hope that you are. Let's use a Stila Glitter and Glow in Embellish. I got to do something here. This is pretty lame. Let's do a glitter. Let's do some glitter, baby. Mine have not dried out yet, so I've got to start using them more. I know that they will, because everyone's have dried out. But, I mean, I still like them, right? Like, they're still, like, amazing. I'm painting this on my left hand. Jesus, take the wheel on this one. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. It's so pretty. But it is there. They're not going to last in your collection for years. So you better use them if you got them. All right, we got some glitter on the lids. That's nice. Sad, but it'll do. That'll do, pig. Okay, should we line? Are we gonna line? I don't really want to. Don't feel it. Okay, let's do some mascara. What's mascara? Okay, I do this every time. I'm like, oh, I can do this on a mirror. No, I can't. That's how I get my eyelid skin pinched off. Ooh, that sounds terrible. Ooh. Torture. Okay, so Christmas decorations at my house go up the day after Thanksgiving. However, my Christmas tree stays up year round. I know. Y'all are all, half of y'all are freaking out, and the other half of y'all are jealous. I know. And here's why. I'll tell you why. Number one, Christmas trees make me happy when I see them. And so why not be happy all year round? Number two, my tree is full of ornaments that people have made me or given me. And so when I see those ornaments, I think of those people and it makes me happy. And so why not do that all year round? Also, I have, for most of my adult life, I wanted a specific type of Christmas tree. One of those skinny, like super skinny, flocked Christmas trees that looks like it snowed on the branches. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, Google it. They're stunning. And I got one. I got one several years ago. And because, I mean, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Literally have a snowbound tree in my living room year round. And I don't care. I love it. I love the lights are turned on year round. I do not care. Because it's gorgeous, darling. And it makes me happy. So all of like the inflatables for the yard, which we do that, we're those people. All the inflatables will go up. Well, I have an inflatable out right now. It's a turkey on a hay bale. But he will come down the day after Thanksgiving. And the Christmas ones will go up. And, you know, wreath changes and throw pillow changes and all that will happen the day after Thanksgiving. But tree's up right now. Merry Christmas all year round. Stockings and all that. We got to hang all those with care on the mantle. Decorating for Christmas is a chore, but I love the results so much. I mean, I know there's some people who just absolutely delight in decorating their home. I do not. That doesn't bring me joy. There's people who like mopping. Anyway, so I have no idea what that's like. But I like the outcome. So I do it. And I love it. Okay. This is not a great look. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is not, like, you can see it. It's not great. But it'll do. It will do. Do y'all want to try, like, the new Kylie Lips Kit that I got? You know what? Come on, Kylie. I don't know what this is gonna look like, y'all. I got this free with my Ulta order. Sorry for the silence. I don't know what flavor this is. Bear. It's creamy. It's a nice nude. And then this is the the Velvet Liquid Lipstick Glory. And also, it's in Bear as well. This looks a bit peachy, but you know, who knows? We'll try it on. Oh, I smell that cupcake. Okay, that's light. It's not terrible. It smells like cupcakes. It smells amazing. Oh, let's see here. You want to set the face real quick? Oh, that's the Kat Von D. We are getting close to using that up, y'all. Trying to use up all my setting sprays that I have pieces of. Trying to use up this Glow Recipe one before it goes bad. I don't hate, well, the base is nice. The base looks really well blended. It looks really pretty. The eyeshadow is not, it's nothing. It's like nothing. Not even a little bit of steel in it. I mean, don't save it. So I would say no on this. I know there are other colors. Does anybody have one of these that works really well? Does anyone have any of these that work really, really well? This is not one. It does the job, but it's not a good job. Like I just, I would not be like, yeah, let me use that again. Like this, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait to use that again. This, no, that's a no. All right, that's the look. Thank you for getting ready with me. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you catch all of my future videos. I got a lot of palettes to swatch, y'all. Let's do that next. So stay tuned for some swatch parties on the palettes that I hauled in Friday's video. And let's see what we see. Thanks so much, y'all, for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.